What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Stas here. Welcome back to yet again another episode of Stas Talks Stocks. And in this episode, we're going to break down, guess what? Some stocks. We're going to break down a bunch, and I hope you guys did have a good Christmas, a Merry Christmas. And guess what? There was somebody in Virginia that did not have a Merry Christmas. A Virginia radio personality said he had to cancel Christmas plans because his Tesla Model S electric car would not charge during the ongoing freezing weather that has affected much of the United States. And I'm sure you guys have seen that if you live here in the U.S. It has been cold as heck the past couple of days. I mean, I'm in New Jersey right now. It got down to 5 degrees. I mean, and let me tell you this, it doesn't get like that here in New Jersey. That is, it was pretty cold. And you might be in Canada listening, or you may be somewhere else up north in the U.S., and you might be like, Stas, 5 degrees, come on. That's nothing. But it was freaking cold, let me tell you guys, and a lot of people throughout the United States, they had that problem. And this guy out of, again, Virginia, he could not charge his Model S. And we're going to break down a bunch in this video, of course, Tesla stock. We're going to go over the entire stock market and just stocks in general that I'm looking at as we're now getting into 2023. So Dominic Nadi told Insider that he plugged his electric car, I'm misreading the notes here, guys, into a supercharger on Friday when it was 19 degrees outside. So it wasn't like it was negative degrees. It wasn't like it was even in the single digits. It was 19 degrees when he plugged the car in, and the car's battery level was at 40% at that time. And, quote, 2 hours went by and not much changed. Nadi told the outlet it was very slow, and the numbers got lower as the temperature dropped. Eventually, it stopped charging altogether. So we're covering the story because, again, I hope you guys did have a Merry Christmas, because this guy sure as heck didn't. And I don't know, I just figured it'd be something cool to talk about because, you know, we've been talking about Tesla a lot on the channel lately. And, you know, it's just the story that popped up. And Nadi said he tried charging the car at home even. He went to his house after the supercharger. He tried charging it at home, and he had no luck there. And then he went to another supercharger the next morning. I think it was on Saturday or something like that. And, you know, I guess hopefully he got his Tesla Model S charged up, guys. I'm sure he did. But I don't know. Is this just an anomaly, or is this happening throughout the entire United States? Are Tesla, cars, is this a problem? I don't know. I don't own a Tesla. Personally, I don't own a Tesla. But if you do, have you had this problem? I mean, I don't know. Is this just a one-off thing, or is this something that's going on? So I figured we start off the video with that piece of news there, guys. What do you think about that? And now we could just jump right into the video, talk about, you know, the S&P, the NASDAQ, kind of what's been going on, some individual stocks, and look at Tesla. I mean, we've talked a lot about Tesla recently, but it's heading into this week now at a low. Fresh low. We just hit in the last trading day, I believe. Yeah, we hit $121.02. And we're pretty dang oversold. Now as we're wrapping up December, heading into this new year, Tesla is down 40% in just this month alone. So we're heading into the new year down 40%. And full disclosure, guys, I've mentioned this and I'll continue to mention it. I bought a little bit of Tesla here as a short-term trade. I'm betting here, speculating that we're going to see a bit of a run-up pretty soon here before we ultimately get maybe back under 100 or to 120, under 120, maybe even towards 100, under $100, which if you guys have been watching the channel, I believe at some point in 2023, there could be a possibility Tesla goes 100, even sub 100 with the recession that we're heading into. Demand's not looking as hot, and that might destruct even more heading into 2023, you know, in the middle of 23, maybe the back half of it. So yeah, you know, at that point, in maybe 6, 9, 12 months, sure, Tesla could be under 100, but in the meantime, very short term, I could see a rally before getting to that point, right? Which I've been saying on the channel pretty much every day the past couple of days, right? So yeah, Tesla is one that for sure I'm watching very heavily heading into this week. And if I pull up SPY very quickly, let's take a look here at what's going on. SPY is in an overall, you guys know, I mean, I've been talking about this. We have a descending triangle on the daily chart. You guys see that right here, right? Lower highs have been made all year, you know, and pretty much we've held support between 350 to 375, right around that little $20-$25 range. So at this point, my alert's set at 375 on SPY, which you can see right here is where it's at. If we do take that point out, we have downside. I'm thinking 355, 360. We're probably going to be making a shot towards the lows from 2 months ago. If you guys take a look here, back in the middle of October, that's where we were, 350, 355, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And if that point were to break, now we're talking the descending triangle completely playing out. We could end up going lower 300s even, and that's where things could get really ugly. Because right now, believe it or not, guys, SPY is not in a bear market. the NASDAQ is, the Russell is, the Dow's not, I believe. We'll double check that in a second. But SPY's not. As of now, let me see here. Maybe it is. No, I'm wrong. It is. About a week ago, it wasn't, though. Just in the past couple of days, it's gotten back into a bear market, but it's only down 21% right now, which you'd think it'd be worse, but it's only down 21% from all-time highs. And at the worst part of the bear market so far, it was down almost 30, right? Yeah, 28%. It was almost down. And take a look at Triple Q here. If I pull it up, this thing is down currently, I think, 35% from all-time highs. Yeah, about 35, 36%. And at its worst, it was down roughly 37. So we haven't gotten down 40% yet, but we're pretty much there. And just like I said on SPY, guys, we have a descending triangle here on the Triple Q, which, I mean, if this thing breaks 255, we're at 267 now. We're a stone's throw away. We're going to be getting that leg down. Lower 200s is where this could be going. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, guys, it does not look good for the bulls heading into this week. And we'll see how it plays out. That's at least what I'm seeing. And, of course, I'd love to know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me pull the Dow up now. I don't think there's no way the Dow's even down 15% at this point. Maybe it's not even down 10%. Holy crap. The Dow actually has had a pretty big run from 28.5 to now it's at 33.2. Wow, the Dow's, oh my gosh, it is up 15% in the past 2.5 months. That's a pretty big move for the Dow, and the all-time high was just a hair under 37K. So from 37K to now 33.2, guys, is this even that bad? I mean, this is not bad at all. This thing is down 10% from all-time highs. You'd think the Dow's down, oh my God, 20, 25%. You see the headlines all the time. You'd think the Dow's getting slaughtered, but it's not. The S&P's not either. And that puts us in a very vulnerable spot heading into this new year. Sure, inflation might be slowing down. Rates are coming up. But what if we get a ton of layoffs, right? What if we get a ton of, job losses? Unemployment rate spikes up. People are jobless. We already know the savings rate's 2%. I mean, that's not good. People are going to be in a very vulnerable spot, and that's where the Dow could really come down a ton. I mean, the Dow's only down 10%. I don't want to sound like a perma bear, but really, if 2023, if the data comes in worse, if things get worse, 10% is freaking nothing, guys. The Dow could come down 30%. And if the Dow is down 30%, again, I don't want to sound too extremely bearish. I'm just trying to paint this picture. If the Dow's down 30%, you bet you know what, the NASDAQ is going to be down a disgusting amount. We're talking, I'm speculating here, obviously, we don't really know, but if the Dow's down 30, the NASDAQ's got to be down at least 50% from all-time highs, at least 50%. And one thing worth mentioning about the Dow Jones, guys, is a lot of the Dow stocks are so overvalued. It is insane. A lot of the Dow stocks are so overvalued. We have UNH. Look at some of these healthcare companies, guys. UNH is at $530. The price to earnings on that, it's got to be over 30 at this point. I don't have it right here in front of me, but I'll double check. Maybe I'll make another video on this. But UNH has outperformed. McDonald's has been crushing. I mean, this thing is at all-time highs pretty much. Johnson & Johnson. I mean, a lot of these Dow stocks, guys, there's some energy stocks in the Dow. A lot of those have been doing well. So, listen, it's setting up for potential underperformance in 2023. That's my opinion. If let's say we get more red in 2023, which is very possible based on what I just said, and we get growth stocks down a ton more and people are in a lot of these Dow stocks, they're going to start shifting that money out of the Dow stocks, putting it into some of these, oversold big tech stocks, other growth tech names that, you might have never heard of or I've never heard of, right? So that's what could be setting up right now, heading into the new year, at least in my opinion. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts as always down below. I mean, look at Johnson & Johnson, pretty much at all-time highs. Again, UNH, all these different stocks. Let me pull up the Dow 30. I know you guys can't see it, but let me pull up the list of the Dow stocks and let's run through some of them real quick, because obviously I know a lot of the Dow stocks, but I can't name 30 off the top of my head. I don't have a not photogenic. Wrong word. I don't have a photographic memory, guys. But yeah, Coca-Cola. I mean, maybe not JP Morgan, but Coca-Cola. Let me pull this up. I have the list right here. You guys can't see it, but I have it right here. Yeah, Coca-Cola has been dominating. I mean, this thing is pretty much at all-time highs. Walgreens has come down, right? Walgreens has come down. I mean, there's a couple of Dow stocks that have not been doing well. Walgreens is down. Yeah, Walgreens is down probably almost 50%. Disney, of course, is down a ton. I mean, this thing's at $88. All-time high is over 200. Walmart is doing pretty well, right? Companies like Visa are near all-time highs. Let me pull Visa up. So, well, maybe not as close as other companies, but still, Visa's at 205, all-time highs 250. Not too far off of all-time highs. Microsoft's in the Dow. Merck. What else? IBM, Intel. Well, Intel's been awful. IBM. Let me pull IBM up. Has this been doing pretty decent? I believe it's holding up all right. Yeah, it's near all-time highs. Maybe not all-time highs, but it's holding up pretty well in the past, couple of months here. So you guys get the point. All I'm saying is big red flag here on the Dow. It's only down 10%. We could be seeing a rotation out of those stocks heading into this year. Just my opinion, right? Just my opinion, guys. So let's see just some other stocks quickly before I wrap up the video. Some other big tech stocks here. We've talked about these. Apple, it's right by 130, 129. That was the low from back in the middle of June. If that point breaks, we're probably going to get another leg down. We've talked about that. We have a descending triangle here on Apple. If I show you all, let me pull it up. You guys see that, right? Descending triangle. There we go. You guys see that on Apple. That's probably, by the looks of it, going to play out. Obviously, we don't know for sure. But Microsoft, like I mentioned, this one's in the Dow, and it's not doing that well. Obviously, big tech, has not been doing well. The big tech stocks are in bear markets, guys. Remember, the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is, S&P's pretty much now. It is in a bear market. Dow's not, but obviously a lot of these big tech names are. Microsoft's down 30%. And at this point, heading into this week, it's under the moving averages. It's in a pretty vulnerable spot. This thing could be coming down 230, maybe 220, 225. Do not be surprised. Let's see, Google, which I'd love to buy under 80. It's at 89 now. Not quite there. Not quite there yet. But if Google takes the lows out from the beginning of November being $83, we're going to see, well, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be buying more Google. Well, let's just put it that way. More Alphabet, which is what the company is named, as you guys, most of you probably know. But of course, people just call it Google. So I'll be buying more Alphabet if it goes under 80, preferably 70, $75 a share. That'd be where I'd love to pick up some more shares. And let's see, Meta heading into this week, I'm sure it looks like crap. Last I checked, it was failing to break out of 120.25. Yeah, still is doing that, and it's on the verge of falling under this 180 SMA, which is right around 112, $13. Watch out for that on Meta. And if I pull up, let's see here, some energy companies. We have ExxonMobil, which right now is right around $110 a share. My alert's actually set right around that point. Actually, it's more like at 108 right now, but if it tests 110, breaks 115, maybe even higher, could be coming here on ExxonMobil. It looks pretty dang good in my eyes heading into this week, guys. Let's see, what else do we have? We have CVX. Let me pull that up. That's Chevron. It looks like it's about to test the 180 SMA at $178.80. That breaks, we might have more upside. That looks pretty good heading into this week. MRO is another one, Marathon Oil. This one, we do have a bit of a head and shoulder on this one. Head and shoulders, if we take a look here, let me pull it up. Left shoulder's right here, boom. We got the head right here, right shoulder is right there. You guys see that? And we are under the neckline as of now, but if this is able to somehow take the neckline out, we do break above, let's say, $30 a share. Let me do that now. Mark is that we're above. Set my alert at $30 a share. There could be a push mid-30s, maybe even higher than that. So keep your eyes on MRO. Another one is MPC. This is Marathon Petroleum. This looks a lot better than MRO, guys. It went up 3% last trading day. My alert set at 116. We're at 115, which is slightly just a hair under the 180 SMA, which if we do break that, I think we're going to have a move here towards the top of this channel. Let me see. What other stocks do I have listed here, guys? Occidental Petroleum. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your free stocks yet, get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000 with at least a $100 deposit, linked right down below. And if you guys want 12 more stocks, it's free money. 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited, also linked down below. And you can check out the Patreon as well if you guys want, to get Discord access. I'm actually opening up a new Discord for the private community in 2023. I'm going to be posting a bunch of, call outs, charts, all exclusive content. If you guys want to be a part of that, check out the Patreon as well, link down below. Feel free to email me at stas@stassurfest.com if you have any questions, guys. Seriously, if you have any questions at all, go on Instagram, go on email, stas@stassurfest.com. Shoot me any questions you got. Seriously, I'm on every platform. It's hard not to see my face. I'm on every platform at this point. So if you have any questions, seriously, feel free to reach out. So Occidental Petroleum, $65 is where my alert's at. Keep your eyes on that. 68 could be next, maybe 70 plus. My alert's at 71 as well. The last stock for the video, guys, is Devon Energy, DVN. Let me pull that up. Devon Energy is holding the trend right now, which you guys can see higher lows have been being made the past couple of months. And as of last week, we had a 4% green day, last day of trading. We actually broke out of the 50 SMA as of last week, which is great. Now it looks like there's a wide open gap to fill up to about 67, right by that 180. And if that were to break, man, Devon Energy could be ripping from that point. So I actually really like the way this one is setting up, and I'm actually glad we're ending off on this one because this is one that might be the best setup out of the energy stocks heading into this week. So keep your eyes on Devon, all these other energy stocks I mentioned, Big Tech and Tesla, of course, as that one guy, he was not able to charge his Model S. Pray for that guy, guys. Hopefully he got his Model S charged. If not, oh well, go tweet at Elon. Maybe he'll give you a little credit there. I don't know. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I hope you all did find value. Again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. New Year's is right around the corner. Hope you guys are having a great time. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.